Hi everyone, welcome back. The Tata Group was started 150 years ago by Jamshedji Tata. From textiles to steel, from Taj Hotel to airlines, Tata built businesses that shaped modern India. In 1968, they launched TCS, India's first IT services company. Today, TCS operates in 46 countries, employs over 6 lakh people, and is known as the world's most reliable fresher recruiter. TCS hires the most freshers every year. And here is the best part. Despite all the buzz around AI replacing jobs, TCS has officially announced that their fresher hiring will continue strong in 2025. If you are an engineering, non-engineering student, MBA or a fresher looking for a stable high-growth career, this video will tell you exactly how you can land a job at TCS. In our last video, we explained all the ways you can apply, on-campus drives, off-campus, their NextStep Portal, and even about TCS Hackathons. So if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, then please do it, as it is very important for any fresher. In this video, I will break down the 3 most important entry points into TCS. First, a dedicated breakdown of TCS NQT, since that's the main exam for freshers to land a job at TCS. Second, the interview process. What exactly happens in technical and HR rounds for both IT and BPS roles. Third, and the hackathons that TCS conducts. So let's begin. We will start with TCS NQT. TCS NQT is TCS's most popular program and the primary recruitment program for engineering graduates. It's a standardized assessment through which you get hired for different tech roles at TCS. Some of the most popular roles include system engineer, software engineer, and data science. TCS NQT has its own specific eligibility criteria. One important point is that TCS NQT is not just for engineering graduates. You can also apply if you have completed an MCA or MSc. Your score in NQT will decide your job position and the salary you will be offered. So you should prepare well and score well in TCS NQT. Based on your NQT, you will be hired for either of the following 3 categories: Ninja, Digital, or Prime. Ninja is the entry-level hiring category, which is basically a support role. Here you will assist senior developers with tasks like writing test cases. Most freshers are selected for the role at TCS and offered a salary of 3.3 to 3.5 LPA. Next comes the Digital category. You will work on multiple solution development projects. Since the work is more advanced, the salary ranges from 7 to 7.3 LPA. Finally, there is a Prime category, which involves working on advanced technologies and high potential projects. Since this is an elite role and only candidates from top 10% are hired for it, it offers the highest pay, ranging from 9 to 11.5 LPA, depending on your degree. Now, let's look at the TCS NQT test structure. The test has 4 sections: numerical ability, verbal ability, programming logic, and coding. Now, let me tell you how to register for TCS NQT. वैसे तो अभी NQT 2026 announced नहीं हुआ है, but when it does get announced, here is how you can apply. To take this test, you will need to visit the TCS NextStep Portal and then follow these steps. Step 1. Register on TCS NextStep Portal. Step 2. Click on the Information Technology category. Step 3. Enter your email ID and verify the OTP. Step 4. Fill in the required details like your Aadhaar number, personal details. With this, you will be successfully registered on the portal. Step 5. Go to your dashboard and click on Application Form. Step 6. Fill in the request details like academic and work experience, educational details, declaration, and other details, and submit the application form. Step 7. Once you submit your application, you will see a dialog box asking if you would like to apply for a TCS recruitment drive. Click on yes and select the nearest test center. And that's it. TCS will send you the details of the test dates and the center via email. If you want to apply for NQT for non-technical roles, that is BPS roles, then instead of information technology, you have to select BPS after registering on the NextStep Portal. The non-technical NQT is perfect for full-time graduates from degree like BCom, BBA, BBM, BF, BA, BBI, etc. You can see the rest of the eligibility details on the screen. If you have any questions about the application form, you can check out the TCS NQT's official guide. I have added the link in the description box. We have already discussed the NQT syllabus in our previous video. You can watch it via the link in the description box. You can also pause the screen to take a quick look at the syllabus. Now, let's talk about what happens after you clear the NQT, TCS interview process. Whether you are applying for a TCS job via an on-campus drive, off-campus hiring, NQT, or a walk-in drive, the next step after the assessment is the interview process. To explain it, I have split this section into 2 parts. First, interview process for tech or software engineering roles like TCS Ninja, TCS Digital, and TCS Prime. Second, interview process for TCS BPS roles. Let's start with software engineering. For software profiles, the interview process typically has 2 rounds. First, a technical and managerial round. Second, an HR round. In the technical and managerial interview, the interview panel will focus on your coding skills, knowledge of computer science, fundamentals, and problem-solving skills. You will be asked to write code, usually on simple to medium data structures and algorithm problems like sorting, searching, recursion, string manipulations, or pattern printing. Beyond coding, you will also be asked questions related to database management system, operating systems, computer networks, object-oriented programming, programming languages, etc. Another very important thing that will be discussed in the technical interview is your final year projects and any internship you have done during your college. You will be asked to explain your project architecture, technologies you used, challenges you faced, and your experience of working with a team. For TCS Digital, which is the higher package role, the bar is set higher. So the interviewer will ask you more in-depth questions to evaluate your technical skills. Apart from coding, you may also get system design problems. Finally, they will also ask you about any current technological trends, AI, ML, cloud, etc. Now, Let me tell you what happens if you are selected for TCS Prime, which is the highest paying role for freshers, offering 9 LPA for undergraduate students and 11.5 LPA for postgraduate students. In the technical and managerial round, the interviewer will ask you advanced coding problems and in-depth questions about your technical knowledge and projects. After you clear the technical and managerial rounds, you will proceed to HR round. The HR round is quite interactive and conversational. In this round, the HR will assess your interest in the company and the role, motivation to work at TCS, soft skills, communication and interpersonal skills, cultural fitness. Now let's talk about TCS BPS. BPS stands for Business Process Services, and these are management and operations oriented roles. They offer career opportunities to graduates from degrees like BCom, BA, BBA and other management and art streams. Basically those who do not have IT degrees. That said, BPS still has IT support roles available for computer science and IT students. The hiring process here also starts with an online test, but it's different from the coding test or NQT. The BPS test is mainly an aptitude test that focuses more on quantitative ability, logical reasoning, business aptitude, and sometimes basic Excel or business tools. In the interview round, instead of coding, you will be evaluated on communication, client handling, teamwork, and domain knowledge required for the role. There are multiple roles available within the BPS division, like sales, customer support, finance and accounting, etc. Let's take a look at some interview questions asked in the BPS interview for the finance and accounting role. You can pause the screen to view the sample answers for these questions. The HR round for BPS role assesses your teamwork, communication, and adaptability. Because in BPS, you will often be asked to deal with clients and work in rotational shift. Finally, let's talk about hackathons. In the last video, we only gave you a list of different hackathons that TCS conducts. But today, we will explain them in detail. TCS organizes multiple hackathons every year. And these are not just competitions, these are direct hiring channels. If you do well in these, you can get internship, PPOs, or even direct job offers. So let me walk you through the main ones. First up, we have CodeVita. TCS CodeVita is a global programming competition designed to find top coders from all over the world. As per the Guinness Book of World Record, CodeVita is the world's largest programming contest with students from 98 countries participating in it. This competition is open to all students who are pursuing a bachelor's or a master's degree in any stream of science and engineering. You can see the complete eligibility criteria on the screen. Now, let's talk about how the contest works. Step 1. Registration. First step is to register for CodeVita using your email address. Step 2. Mock Vitas. To help you prepare for the actual contest, TCS gives you access to Mock Vitas, where you can get a demo of what the contest will look like. You can practice your coding questions to get an understanding of the difficulty level and the syllabus. Step 3. CodeVita rounds. Once you finish the mock test, you move on to actual online rounds. These include multiple coding rounds where you will face problem statements ranging from moderate difficulty to complex questions. Typically, there are 2 rounds, but TCS sometimes adds a new task or variations depending on the session. In these coding rounds, the focus is mainly on data structures and algorithms, so you need to practice them well. You will also get the flexibility to choose the programming language you are more comfortable with. To give you a better idea, I have shared some sample questions on the screen. These are the kind of problems you can expect in the coding round. Step 4. Finale. The top performing students from both coding rounds move to the grand finale, where they have to prove their coding skills one more time. The top 3 coders in the finale wins a total prize money of $20,000. And if you are among the top performers at CodeVita, you can get a direct interview for a digital or even prime role, skipping the NQT altogether. However, you will have to go through the interview process, which includes both a technical and an HR interview. These interviews are fairly simple. The main focus is to check whether you are a good cultural fit for the TCS and whether you can work effectively in a team. The application for TCS CodeVita Season 13 are currently open. You can visit their website to register yourself. I have added link in the description box below. Alright, now let's move on the next hackathon, TCS HackQuest. This hackathon is for students who are passionate about cybersecurity and want to build a career in this field. It is structured around real-time challenges in ethical hacking, cryptography, cyber defense. TCS HackQuest is a capture the flag event for final year students pursuing either graduation or post-graduation in degrees like BE, BTech, BSc, BCA, ME, MTech, MSc. There are 3 rounds in this hackathon. First, application round. Second, capture the flag CTF round. Third, interview rounds. Now, I'm sure you're thinking what exactly is capture the flag. It is basically the style of the competition. You are given multiple problem statements or challenges. Every time you solve one correctly, you receive a virtual flag. Collecting these flags is how you score points and move ahead in the contest. To help you understand what the challenges look like, I have shared some actual problem statements asked by the TCS on the screen. Top performers of the round advances to the final interview for Prime, Digital and Ninja roles in the cybersecurity division of TCS. With that, we come to the end of the video. In this video, I have covered 3 major parts of the TCS hiring process that we couldn't explain in the last video. I talked in depth about the TCS NQT exam, its structure, eligibility, and how it will help you get a job at TCS and other MNCs. I also discussed the TCS interview process for both IT and BPS roles, so you know what to expect and can prepare properly for this stage. And finally, I covered TCS hackathons in detail, from CodeVita to HackQuest, Innovate, and more. If you are preparing for a job at TCS, here is my advice. Take the NQT very seriously, and at the same time, keep an eye on their internships and fresher jobs through Internshala or their career page. And don't miss the hackathons. This way, you will have multiple entry points into one of the biggest IT companies in India. Now, if you like the video, do like, share and subscribe. And do tell me in the comments which company we should cover next. All the best.